Thank you.
When they're happy, they make rainbows.
That's so pretty.
Did you know?
You look like a
I could be wrong about this, but I think. Did you know something that could be false? Watching jellyfish sex.
Is that how they make babies? Oh, they're excited. That's why they turn. LGBTQ.
Love is real.
Yes, jellyfish.
Love is love.
Love is gay.
Love is gay.
They're scissoring.
That's a true feeling tree. That's a true feeling tree.
I'm a fish.
Oh my god.
Stinky. Close the door. Wearing my brightest shirt to combat this very sour weather we're having right now. I decorated my office wall. Here, I'll lean back. You can see. Wow. I've been wanting to do this for a while now. Just because, like, I don't know. I like having a very personalized space. I find that it helps me get motivated. It's a nice little thing that, like, if I'm working and I'm stressed out, I can look over here and look at, you know, all the different prints and stuff that I like. And yeah, it's nice, and it makes me happy when I come into the office. I walk in and I do a little dance. Yeah, so happy I finally did that. And I am sick again. I'm coming out of it. I was sick for about a week, just with the, you know, seasons changing and like the temperatures and stuff changing and fluctuating all the time. I get really bad earaches. And so I had a really bad earache for about a week and a half. That kind of fucked me up. But I'm back and I'm here. And so, yeah, I have been working at my new job, which I really like. It's part-time, which still gives me plenty of time to like do this, which I'm gonna turn you slightly because I'm not centered. Yeah, it gives me time to continue my hobbies and my art and stuff like that. And I am hoping, knock on wood, to start a new project up, which is another reason why I wanted to get this wall decorated, because I want to start doing long form video review essays. And I wanted a space that like I could do that in that felt very visually stimulating. And I think I'm gonna buy like another light, like a ring light or something for this side, because even with the 2 windows, it can get pretty dark in here. And like I'm looking into the camera right now and I see that this whole section's still a little bit in shadow. So I'll probably buy like a little light. But I've already written a script for that project for the first video in it, and you're just gonna have to see what that's gonna be about. What else? We're almost at 10 pages with Above the Crowd, Below the Lights, which is very cool. It's very interesting working on a webcomic the way that I'm doing it, because I'm not being like super like intensive about it. I'm not really trying to be like, you know, I gotta get everything out there now and go, simply because I, being, you know, chronically ill and having, you know, general fatigue, it's hard for me sometimes to get into that kind of grind set headspace all the time. And I find that it's a very quick way to burn out, which I have done many a times before because I would just push myself. And I don't really want to do that because I care about this project enough that I want to take my time with it so I can let it like flourish correctly. But it is interesting because it's like, we are 1 or 2 chapters in writing wise, and we have the entire thing basically figured out behind the scenes, and it's just strange to be working on something in so small increments and knowing that it's just like you just have no idea. Like, to the audience, it's like you don't know what these characters are gonna go through. We do, and we want to tell you, but we can't. And that's been an interesting sort of paradox for me. But I do appreciate the people who have read it so far. People really love the characters, which makes me very, very happy. I have a buddy who sends me anytime one of the characters makes a face, and they're just like, I want to make him into a bag charm and just put him on my fanny pack, which is the desired effect of Christian. He's a silly little guy and I love him. Yeah, so I mean, that's been going on. Working on that, working on this new project. Have not really touched my shop at all, which I'm debating maybe updating at some point. I do kind of want to get back into making stickers, and I do have some postcards for Halloween and Christmas that, if you've been around long enough, you know my, holiday pig collection. Kind of want to bring that back because I still really, really like it even after all these years. I have some ideas for other sticker designs and stuff like that. So we'll see. Now that I've been a couple of weeks into my new job and I feel like I've settled there, I feel comfortable enough to like step out and do other stuff at the same time, because the first like 3 weeks I was exhausted after every shift because it's just being on your feet all day, and I like that because that means I'm moving and going, but it means that at the end of the day I'm just like so we'll see. I feel so very like classic comic book nerd right now in this fucking button up, this loud floral shirt, and all my little wall tchotchkes behind me. It's cracking me up. I don't know how much more I'm gonna put on this vlog, since we had the aquarium footage as well, which was a really nice time. I love fish. I should draw more fish. Maybe that'll be the next sticker collection, is just like a bunch of fish. They're my favorite animal to draw. There's something about them that is so interesting. They always have fun colors, and they don't have fur. Fur is such a nightmare to work with sometimes artistically. So yeah, that's what's been going on, and hopefully I get this project done. I'm almost done. The script is more or less written. Let's go team. Let's do a little wall tour. Let's move that up a little bit. So this top bit are some framed comics that I have collected. We got the first issue of the Gotham City Sirens from 2009, which was kind of iconic in and of itself. Just like the three baddest bitches in Gotham hanging out, hashtag girl boss, very cunt, very slay. And then I've been looking for this one for a very long time. I'm a huge Kraven the Hunter fan. He's one of my favorite, if not my favorite Spider-Man villain. And again, this pose is so cunt and so slay and so iconic. And just from one of the best, like, Kraven-centered comics. And then this one, I don't really know much about the story that it was connected to, but this is, I would argue, a piece of queer history. This fucking cover of Wolverine and Nightcrawler, it changed the game in a lot of ways. I mean, I don't need to explain why this is iconic. It just is, and if you know, you know. Apparently, the artist was asked about this at a panel one time, and he just was like, they never found out. They never knew what we did. And then down here, we have True Lives of the Fabulous Killjoys and variants with Gerard Way's art on it. And I specifically wanted this because Gerard Way is like such an inspiration for me artistically. I want to do a whole breakdown review of his Umbrella Academy series. Maybe the Killjoys too, but I haven't kept up that much with them. But I knew I wanted his artwork on my wall. And then these pieces are from artists that I follow. If I can remember, I will tag them because I can't recall the names right off my head. I love raccoons, so I saw this and I was like, I gotta get that. I was tabling with this artist in San Francisco at, I'm gonna get the name correct, it's at Sour Cherries Comics, which I adore. Every time I go to San Francisco, I try to stop by there. Queer-owned, woman-owned comic book store. Beautiful. If you're anywhere in the San Francisco area, I would suggest it. Back in the day when I tabled, I don't really table anymore, but I would make a point to purchase at least one thing from another artist if I could help it, if not more than one thing. I loved this print, so I got it. There's a running joke between me and my friend about Mothman being my boyfriend, which is strange because he's not even my favorite cryptid. I don't know how that happened, but... And then I love Orville Peck, someone I follow who has done a lot of really good Orville Peck art. I think they've even done like merch for him, which is very cool. Love that. And then this just spoke to me. And then this came with a crocodile from One Piece zine. These two pieces. Studio Ghibli merch, Gravity Falls merch. This came with a frog that my buddy got me for Christmas one year. That the frog itself is in my room, but I liked the postcard, so it goes up here. And then over here, can't really see it because of the glare. These are the posters from the MCR tour. Yay or nay to execute the prisoners. Framed those. That came from a zine. That is another artist, I think from the same tabling event where I was sitting right next to her. She's also does these very cool collages on lighters. She made me this one specifically because I sent her a bunch of my old comics that I wasn't using, and I knew that she'd get better use out of them. And yeah, so that is my collection so far. I want to add more stuff. There's some space here and over here that I will eventually fill up, but this feels pretty good for me right now. Okay, I think that is it. I'm gonna go do something. Bye. I think I'm alone. I didn't want to do an actual outro, so I'm literally just holding my camera. My hair is... I don't know what those little flippy bitches are, but whatever. Yeah, so this will be my outro. I have just been kind of chipping along at my comic. Finished my script, so I will probably be recording my first of my new project next week, which is pretty exciting, which will be fun, hopefully. And, yeah, a little bit tired from work, and just using my hand all the time and fluctuating my own feelings about my own art right now just because I'm not making as much as I used to, and that feels very weird. But also, it kind of just is the way it is, and I'm not as wrapped up in it, I guess, as I might have been a few months ago. It's kind of interesting how different my headspace is now versus when I started my YouTube journey. And, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think I'm nearly as interesting as I thought I was. But hopefully I'm gonna continue to just kind of chip away, kind of do my thing. If you want to follow along, I'd love that. If not, I also get it. And so that is another vlog down, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Dust on the microphone. Okay, bye.